Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Opinions with me, Randy Prizzle. How you guys all doing out there? Everything good, shway, crispy, irie? Big up to yourselves, obviously on this Easter period of time. So it's the Easter Sunday today, WrestleMania is on today for the people who are wrestling fans, but also was on yesterday. Happy WrestleMania weekend to everybody who is watching WrestleMania and that. Yesterday's for me wasn't so good, but hopefully today's is a better one. But I need to get this over and done with quickly, so let me stop the yippity yapping and get on to this episode of Unpopular Opinions. Strong handshakes are a sign of weakness. I think strong handshakes are a sign that you're a bit of a twat, if you're asking me. I don't think there's necessary need to proper squeeze someone's hand to prove a point. To prove a point that you're a bit of a douchebag. I was going to say another word there, just correcting myself before YouTube try and cancel man and all of that. But I just do think that some people just take it to the extreme, thinking that I can just shake hands with a firm grip, thinking it's okay. Why are you squeezing man's hand overly excessively? To prove what? That you got a strong hand? Your pimp game is strong? I don't care about your pimp hand. Keep that to yourself. Do all you have to do with yourself. No one cares that you're trying to shake someone's hand inappropriately and do some inappropriate things with your hand. Keep them to yourself. I just don't understand the need to grip someone's hand so firmly. Just a simple handshake. Why have you got to grip it firmly for? What's there to prove that you're a bit of a twat? That's all I'll say there. But for me, I don't see it as something that I agree with, that you should be shaking someone's hand with excessive force. Why? No need. But anyways, next one. Not every hobby needs to be accessible to everyone, and that's okay. Yeah, I agree. You know what I mean? I don't think people should have hobbies that should be accessible to everyone. Someone's hobby could be gardening. Someone's hobby could be just DIY. Someone's hobby could just be playing football. Someone's hobby could be just swimming. Something simple. Whatever. Even if it's just listening to music. Even if it's going to the cinema. Whatever your fancy is. You know what I mean? You could be staying home, having some fun with yourself. You know what I mean? Doing whatever you do. You can call that a hobby if you want to do that. That's fine for you. All of the above. But I do think sometimes it shouldn't be accessible to everyone. You can have fun by your own, doing your own thing. Playing PlayStation, for example. You can do that on your ones. You don't really need to be having people around to just enjoy the necessary needs. Especially when people are just moving mad on games like Call of Duty. As soon as you respawn, they've got you. What is the point sometimes? You say just leave it out, because some people just like to take it to the extreme boards of where they like to show themselves in a light of where they're actually being a grade A piece of crap. Again, I was going to say another word, but let's move forward. But I don't think every hobby does need to be accessible to everyone, and I agree with that. Next one. Buildings should be kept cooler in the winter. I think I agree in a certain extent. Obviously, if you live in the areas of Dubai where it's really hot, it's hot all summer, it's hot even in the winter as well, then yes, I do think that it should be kept cooler. You know what I mean? It should be there where you should have some air, cool air, whatever, all of them substances there that helps keep the building cool and maximize all of that. But they should have those technologies built into these buildings by now. Obviously, if the latest buildings, they should be in there. So I do think they should have them. If they don't, get to step in, check them out and start putting them in there. Next one. Mafia is a terrible game. I don't agree with this. Now, I've played Mafia 2. I haven't played number 3 yet. Mafia 2 for me was a good game. I enjoyed playing Mafia 2. So I don't know what this person is on saying that it's a terrible game. I just think the person probably is someone that likes probably games probably a lot more diverse divulgence into it, where they can get deep and involved in all of that. I just do think sometimes you like a simplistic game. Just go and pop them in the head. As simple as that. You know what I mean? Do just something simple. Nothing that's over the top, nothing that's long. You want to go out there and you want to just do your stuff. You do it. You know what I mean? And then you got to be on Call of Duty and then respawn and someone is shooting you in the head. Do you know what I mean? It's straight away. So it's as simple as that, where you can just have access to playing one-dimensional games that are just easy, simple, and that's it. No problems, no nothing. You move on, you clock it, you go on. Done. All right, next one we come to. There's too much Pedro Pascal happening at once. There is a lot of Pedro Pascal around. Do you know what I mean? He's a good actor, but I've seen this guy on many things. Do you know what I mean? He's been on Star Wars. You know what I mean? He was on the Last of Us now. He's been on other things as well. Good actor. But yeah, you think, brother, slow your roll, man. What happened to the other people? Why aren't they getting roles just like you're getting? It's always you now. Do you know what I mean? It's all about you. Which is fine in this sense. You're getting your money's worth. You're doing all you need to do. But save some of those P's for some of the other actors out there. Some of the up-and-comers that may need a chance to show their repertoire of what they can also do in the acting scene. It isn't all got to be about you, Pedro. That's all I'm saying there. I know you like what you're doing right now and you're getting what you need, Pedro. But bruh, take it down a bit. Just chill and relax. Slow down. It ain't got to be too much of you moving around the place, because it's just moving all sorts of different directions. Too much Pedro Pascal, bruv. Pause. And I want to see a different team. You know what I mean? A gal, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Doing our acting team. Not just too much Pedro Pascal. But that's that. And that's all for this episode of my Unpopular Opinions, guys. And if you're feeling this episode or any of the previous episodes below, you know what to do, all of that. Big yourselves up, guys. First time watchers, season watchers, and all of that. And obviously, if you want your voice heard, popular opinions, comments below and all that thing, but you can keep them to yourself. Cool. Thank you, guys. Appreciate your time. The people watching WrestleMania, enjoy that. And cool. I will give my opinions and I'll react later on. WrestleMania time.